MegaPodTastic. Good morning, Mega Podlings. It's Crazy Joe with a review of DVD release, and I'm way behind on this one. This was a release that came out in like September. We're now in November. I'm months behind on this. I should have gotten you this review earlier. I offer you my apologies. There was an issue. There was a reason why there was a delay in this, but even still, I should have gotten it out sooner. I am very sorry. Please accept my apology. But we got two releases that came out in September. WWE Legends biographies. WWE Legends biographies. These are biographies of famous WWE wrestlers. There's two volumes, volume 1, volume 2. Like I said, these came out in like September, so they are available now. You can pick them up now. I'll go over the issue and the reason I'm late at getting you this review in just a moment. But first, let's talk about these releases. First of all, let me tell you something. I am not in any way, shape, or form a modern day wrestling fan. If you are, that's great. You know, nothing against it. It's just not my thing. It's not something I'm into. However, I am into 80s wrestling. I was a kid in the 80s. I grew up in the 80s during Hulkamania, and I used to watch the Hulk Hogan's Rockin' Wrestling cartoon on Saturday mornings. So I have a soft spot in my heart and a great love for 80s wrestling, but then I kind of checked out after that. So the modern day wrestling, your Stone Cold Steve Austins and stuff, no, that's, and even that, I'm saying Stone Cold Steve Austin, even that's like, I think the late 90s. So that tells you how far behind I am. Like John Cena, he's real popular now, right? But I only know him as an actor. I've never seen him wrestle. I thought he was great in Suicide Squad. He was great in the Suicide Squad. Can't wait for his Peacemaker TV show. Never seen him wrestle. So that's just to give you a baseline of where I'm coming from. I'm an 80s wrestling fan. So these biographies, there's a few on here that didn't interest me. There's a few on here that very much interested me. Let's take Volume 1, for example. Volume 1's got Stone Cold Steve Austin, Roddy Piper, Macho Man, Randy Savage, and Booker T. I'm at 50% on this one. I love Roddy Piper. I love Macho Man. I watched both of those biographies. I've got personally no interest in Stone Cold or Booker T. So those aren't up my alley. But I watched the Roddy and the Macho Man biographies. These are in-depth biographies, give their history, their lives, their careers. Very well done. Very well done. And having seen the Roddy Piper and the Randy Savage one, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say the Stone Cold and the Booker T are probably done every bit as well. If you're into those guys, I don't think you'll be disappointed in their biographies, even though I didn't watch them because I've seen the other two, and this is really well done. I learned things I didn't know, and yeah, I was quite happy with these biographies. And now Volume 2, let's talk about Volume 2. Once again, we're kind of at a 50-50 here. We got Shawn Michaels, Ultimate Warrior, Mick Foley, and Bret the Hitman Hart. Now, yes, Shawn Michaels was a wrestler in the 80s. There was some crossover with Shawn Michaels. He was never a guy I was that interested in. So to be honest with you, I didn't watch the Shawn Michaels biography. Watched Ultimate Warrior and watched Bret the Hitman Hart because they were from my generation. Again, terrific biographies. I didn't watch the Mick Foley. I know Mick Foley's like one of the most popular wrestlers of all time. So there you go. These are well done. If you are into these guys, if you're into the WWE, maybe you're probably a bigger fan than I am because like I said, my era was the 80s and I didn't kind of go past the 80s. But I have watched 4 out of these 8 biographies, and the 4 I watched, fantastic. Really well done. And if you're into all these guys, that's 8 biographies that you can enjoy. And these are available now. Now, the question of why was there a delay in my reviewing these? Why was there a delay? And again, this delay maybe should have been a month. Not as long as it was. That's on me. I apologize. But the delay was, there was a mistake. Okay, these are the correct copies here. But the first time around, there was a mistake. This is the Volume 1 disc in art only. The first time around, they sent Volume 2 in the Volume 1 art. So I got 2 Volume 2s. Yeah, it said Volume 1, but it was Volume 2. And I looked at that and I said, well, what am I supposed to do with this? It's not going to be, I can't really go out and promote a thing and say, well, I mean, did these hit the stores? I don't know. Like, am I going to send my viewers out and say, check this out? And then they're going to go out and be like, what is this? This is Volume 2 in the Volume 1 case. It got corrected. They sent me the correct one. It took several weeks. So again, I said I should have had this up sooner. That's on me. I apologize. But that was the initial cause of the delay. If these had come intact, I would have had it up like the week they arrived. So, like I said, Volume 2 is Shawn Michaels, Ultimate Warrior, Mick Foley, and Bret the Hitman Hart. Shawn Michaels, Ultimate Warrior, Mick Foley, and Bret the Hitman Hart. And that's what's on this disc here. Yes, it says Volume 1, but it's not. The discs, you look, Shawn Michaels, Ultimate Warrior, Mick Foley, Bret the Hitman Hart. The Volume 2 discs are in this Volume 1 case. Why do I bring this up? Why am I harping on this? I'm harping on this because you, the MegaPodTastic viewer, you can have this. You can have this. I've already got Volume 2. I don't need 2 Volume 2s. The art's wrong. The art is wrong. It says Volume 1, but these are Volume 2. If you are interested in this Volume 2 in the Volume 1 case, if you would like a copy of this, we're going to have some kind of giveaway. So let me know if this interests you. Let me know in the comments down below, and we'll figure out a way to have a contest where you can win my copy of Volume 2 in a Volume 1 case. So this could be yours. Let me know. Let me know if you're interested in that contest. We'll figure out what the contest is. We'll figure out how to do it. But you can win this. And like I said, these are on sale now. Go out. I saw them in Walmart just yesterday. They were on the shelf at Walmart. You can pick these up right now. If this interests you, go on out. Check it out. All right, everybody. Till next time, keep wearing those pajamas.
Keep wearing those pajamas with the plastic feet. Keep wearing those pajamas. Tell everyone you meet. Keep wearing those pajamas with the back door flap. Keep wearing those pajamas. Don't open, it's a trap. Oh no, it's a trap. Some people call them PJs, some people call them jammies. They can come embroidered with big money and no whammies. They can have 100 tiny commander pajamas, but no matter how they look, just keep on wearing those pajamas. Keep on wearing those pajamas. Keep wearing those pajamas. I know we're having fun. Keep wearing those pajamas. And now the song is done.